Hello. I have absolutely no idea how this works, so I'm terribly sorry. I think the audio is probably going to be a mess, which I already apologize for. So, as this kind of goes on, the more help I can get, if anyone's watching, the more awesome this would be. I hope that's okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to just do this, like, actually live streaming. Hello, I actually got people watching. Amazing. Hello to everyone. Sean, Noah, uh, Pavel, or Pavel, I think. Pavel. I forgot how the Polish pronunciation works. Haim, the Mandalorian, the Sneaky Hider. Hello, everyone. I'm trying to make this figure out how this works. I'm an absolute noob at streaming, but I actually just really felt like doing it, and I'm gonna try to share the live screen. I think you should be able to see the chat pop up as well, which is awesome. It's incredibly delayed, so we all just kind of know that. But what I wanted to share, we're gonna. What my plan is that we're gonna talk about Super Saturday and kind of. Oh, that actually worked. I think. I think. Oh wow, we're so many people. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. Leofar, Milos, Niklas, Kamari, Taya, Noah again, Yoel, the sneaky hider again, Asuto. Love you Asuto. Um, Joel, du är absolut svensk, jag vet det. Noah, tjena. Stuart, Eurosloth. You look very small in the corner. Should I make myself look bigger? I think it's gonna look messy though if. Oh wow, I can't do this. I'm terrible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Terribly sorry. I'll move myself up, and there we go. I could also be absolutely massive, but you don't want that, so let's keep it like that. You have to see the screen as well because I was thinking we're gonna check the results. I haven't checked. Like I, of course, I know everyone who won. Of course, we can see on the screen. Marco won. Please tell me you actually see the screen. That Marco Mengoni wins Sanremo 2023. Because if you can't see that, then I've completely failed. So please update me on that. We're gonna take a look at the results. I know everyone who won. I know nothing else. And yeah, I think we might actually be able to fit a little bit of Melodifestivalen in there as well because we can see awesome, great. Some Melodifestivalen in here as well because of course I've watched that. A live stream, what a surprise. I know, right? I didn't expect to do this, but seems like I made a nice choice. 24 viewers. I think I don't really know how long we'll go for. I think we're gonna go through the national finals. I don't really know what to do with my light either. Like it looks awful. If I turn it away, I become really dark. Let's put it somewhere, maybe there. Um, okay. So a little issue is that if I open up the screen so I can actually look at it and look at Marco Mangoni winning Sanremo, I can't see the chat. How do I do that at the same time? If I have my phone up, I can see myself. Yay. Uh, oh, you can't see, but yeah, I can see. I can see you in the chat here as well. I think that's what I have to do. We're gonna talk some national finals. Which one? I think we should just start with Sanremo because it's at the top. Um, Now, of course, we know the winning song. It feels so weird having this screen up, but yeah. Do you agree with the general consensus that Mello is really weak this year? We're gonna talk Melodifestivalen a bit later, but yes, it's not the best. However, I think this week was better than the last. Let's talk some Italy because Sanremo. I love Sanremo, and I really liked Due Vite, which was the winning song. But let's actually scroll down a little bit and see what the other results were. Oh, first now. Oh, we actually get all of them. Oh, okay. Let's start from the bottom, and then I see the super final. Yikes. Okay. How do we do this? How do we do this in the most convenient way? Should we just check the super final and then go through the rest of the results? I think that's what we have to do. Okay, who we're in? Huh. All men. Right? Okay. Uh, no female artists in the super final. I really kind of expected either Elodie or Madame to make it. But okay, I can't really complain about it either because I really liked all five of these songs. Oh, okay. So apparently we had a runaway winner. I mean, if you looked at the odds, I don't think that's a massive surprise, right? But yeah, what do we think about that? Cenere came second. Awesome, in my opinion, at least. I love that one. Was my second as well. Uh, Superheroi came third. Alba came fourth. Really liked Alba as well. And Tango, of course. I liked all of these. Tango made the super final, which is really, really cool, I think. Beautiful ballad. Three ballads really in this, or do you even count maybe Superheroi as a ballad as well? So yeah, maybe Chenere could have won some on that, being the only kind of upbeat song in the selection. Leafar was really surprised Madame wasn't in it. Me too. Sean, Madame really should have been in there. I agree. I'm not sure what I would take out. Um, like I liked all of these a lot. But yeah, Madame was really, really great. And of course, I really would have liked Splash to be in the super final, but yeah, Splash is not in, so we're gonna live with that. Oh, we got two comments here. Taya, I'm so glad Tan and I got appreciated more this year. The song is great and the MV is fantastic and really meaningful to us Ukrainians. Really? I have not seen the music video. I should do that. Happy to hear that, Taya, that you found some kind of enjoyment in both the song and the music video. It's really, really nice to hear. Pavel, Mr. Rain was my favorite in Sanremo. I'm happy about him finished third. Yeah, me too. I'm also happy for Tananai finished fifth. What a glow up from 2022. Yeah, like I recognize the name Tananai from Sanremo. I watched Sanremo last year, but I don't remember him from Sanremo last year. Two favorite songs of all of the Eurovision season. Wow. I've always thought Italy is a bit overrated at Eurovision. I don't like most of their recent songs. We're completely opposite, Noah. Raka motsatsen. I prefer L'essenziale to this effort. Italy's still probably top 10, but not top 5. I can see that. Yeah, that's fine. So happy for Tananai. He finished last in Sanremo 2022. Oh, was his song not good? I don't remember. Ariete also, but that's just me. Who was Ariete? We're gonna get to that when we see the whole list. And Alba actually coming second in televote. That's so great. Was my favorite. Yeah, Alba was really, really pretty. What a song! It really like gripped me throughout like the middle section of the song. I found it to be really intriguing. I didn't watch it unfortunately, Sneaky Hider. I think you missed out. I didn't watch the final night, but I've watched all of the songs and everything. I mean, Sanremo is like 5 hours long, so I don't blame you. Junwei Po, hello from Singapore. It's 1:40 a.m. here. Hello, Jun. Amazing to have a viewer from Singapore. You should get some sleep though. It's fine if you go to sleep. Don't worry. There's a possibility Marco might change the song, but I hope not. Yeah, let's not change the song. No, that's so. I like this song. I think whether you like Sanremo is just a matter of how much you like ballads. Maybe, maybe. But okay, these five really cool. Let's actually go through the rest of the super final and see, or no, the rest of the regular fifth night. In last place, Causa Perse doesn't really surprise me. I didn't really click with that one personally, so that one is fine down there for me. Someone's always got to come last, you know, and I don't think it matters too much. Egoista, yeah, I didn't. I feel like I'm really harsh, but I didn't really care for that one either. Unfortunately. Let's see what else. Stupido. Yeah, that one was cute, but I think 26th is pretty fair, probably. Um, okay, we could see here. Sushi Visa can't be here too long. Dumb USA time zone low, but hope everyone is doing well. Yeah. Also, yeah, Southern Lights and still need to catch up with Sanremo. Admitting I've only seen Made in Italy and Marco. Made in Italy. We gotta have to talk about that one later. It's really hard to compete with artists like Marco Mengoni. He's really popular in Italy. and he sounds great live. But I do think that his song deserves to win. Yeah, I don't mind him winning at all, even if I had other favorites. But his was up there for sure. June is worried about the 45 seconds that Marco needs to cut. Yeah, that's always the thing with Italy, you know. Um, I think they usually put it off pretty well. I think Occidentalis Karma was probably the worst edit they had to make. Due Vita is great, but I don't think that big of a landslide was deserved. Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. Hello, Eurovision USA. Hello. I really like Casa Persi in studio, but that song just isn't made to be performed with an orchestra. Yeah, true. Rock band would be. You didn't really need to incorporate the string sections and everything for that. Due Vita is like 40 seconds too long. Yeah, that happens in Sanremo. But yeah, Stupido, cute one, but 26th I think is pretty fair. Sali, yeah, I've seen some people really like that one. It just didn't really click with me, but I found it kind of like I can appreciate it for what it was, but um, I probably expected that to finish a bit higher considering people actually talked it up. I don't really know what these 22, 20, if that's the televote ranking. I'm afraid to scroll up because then I'll get spoiled with all of the results. So I'll just have to guess on that. Polvere, yeah, that was probably what I would have put last, if I'm honest. I liked the song, but the performance was just not it. Excuse me while I get my drink open. Yeah, Polvere, I don't really mind that. Vivo, yeah. I didn't really like that one live either. I think the vocal was a bit too shouty, if I'm completely honest. Pleasant little song with a nice hook, but not something that I would save, I think. Mostro, pretty decent one, but probably not like the one of the most outstanding. And I see we're kind of 25, 24, 23, 22nd, okay. So, and Lettera 22 finished in 21st then. Oh, I can just look there. Stupid. Alright. Yeah, I don't mind any of those finishing outside the top 20, I gotta say. Fits pretty well with what I would have probably put. I don't really remember if I have more songs that I would put at the bottom. Because I kind of like Mostro. I think that one is probably the one that I would put in my top 20, maybe. Non Mi Va. Ooh, I like that one, though. Energetic. Not really very well sung in the chorus, I think. Maybe they fixed that on the fifth night, but yeah. I like that one. Would have probably put it a little bit higher. Ah, no way. Due Mila Minuti. This one, I thought it was a really pretty ballad. 19th. That's harsh. I gotta say, I think that one was really, really good. But I guess that's kind of what happens when you have many ballads in a selection, many strong ones especially. But I really like that one. I think it deserves a little bit better. Terzo Cuore. He dropped down to 18th. So this was, kind of like this was fifth in the first night of results of Sanremo. So I reviewed it on my channel, and he actually finished 18th. That's harsh. I really like that one as well. It's really upbeat and happy song that makes me happy. Furore, I would not put Furore above Terzo Cuore. Yeah, just not my type of music, I guess. It's a bit old, I guess. I'll stop here at 17th and I'll read some chat comments. Noah, usually at this point there's a clear leader in popularity, but that doesn't seem to be one this year. Everyone either loves or hates each one. Okay. Camaria prefers Marco's song this year over the 2013 entry. Yeah. Plastic Toad says it's exciting to see a stream. I only watched one national final this Super Saturday, but I managed to see all the Sanremo live, so I have opinions too. Nice to hear. Due Vita was good, not spectacular, but just good. Yeah. Levante's song was my favorite female effort in Sanremo, so I think she's kind of underrated. Yeah, I mean it's a song that definitely I could appreciate. I just didn't really click with the live performance of it. It's like a catchy hook to it, and I can understand why people like it. It just didn't click with me, to be honest. But I'm happy you like it. It's nice to hear. Sean Lewis, there's so much autotune in Polvere. I didn't know it was allowed in Sanremo, so I was very confused on my first list. Same, really same. It was really off-putting, I think. Luca might be the only fan of Egoista by Shari. Well, someone's got to be. Like every song out there has at least one fan, and I think this one has more than you. Don't worry about that. June, Marco grew a lot as a performer. It was the performance that clicks with me. Instantly wants him to win. Yeah, Yeah, he's really, really great. He puts a lot of passion into the performance as well. Plastic Toad liked Vivo a lot in studio, but it wasn't great live. I agree, 100%. Leafar, what's weird to me is that Casa Persi was performed last and the televote actually closed like 5 seconds after. Ah, that sucks. Come on. That's so unfair. That's really unfair. I hate that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Caps key, Duo Millimenuti, way too low. I agree. Definitely. Really don't understand what happened with Splash finishing this low. Yeah, we haven't got to Splash yet, but it's not in the super final, which made me a bit disappointed. Standout song with amazing lyrics. I haven't read the lyrics. I should do that. Hmm. Ivanik didn't follow Sanremo this year, but likes the winner a lot. Nice to hear. Marco Mangoni is my 2013 winner. Nice. A lot of love for Duamila Minuti, which makes me happy. I'm really happy to hear about that. Levante's 2020 Tiki Boom Boom was better than this year's. She actually named her song Tiki Boom Boom. That's pretty funny. All right, I should give it a listen when I'm done getting through national finals from this year. I'll keep that in mind. Levante Tiki Boom Boom. I'll keep that in mind. Let's move on with the list. 17th was Furore there. Yeah. 16th, Un Bel Viaggio. It was the two old men, right? The one of them rapping and one of them behind the DJ table. Charming. Maybe I wouldn't put it above songs like Terzo Cuore and 2000 Minuti, but I mean that's just me. But charming, fun. 15th, Se Poi Domani. I like that one. Very pretty ballad. I was kind of, I guess, afraid that it would just really be overshadowed by all the other ballads. I mean, I think like songs like Tango and Alba and Due Vita just kind of overshines Se Poi Domani, in my personal opinion. But I still really, really liked it. So I kind of like see now on the stream that I have on my phone here that the light looks awful. How should I do this? Let me adjust a little bit. Um, that's even worse. And now I look like a specter, I think. Um, I kind of like that though. It looks cool. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Okay, Se Poi Domani, 15th, yep. Mare di Guai, I've seen some love for this one, which is really nice. 14th, that's a good result. I don't think I'd put it any higher than that, but I've seen some people really like it. So, I mean, 14th gotta be a respectable result. It's top half, so but yeah, I can see that. I would probably put it somewhere around there as well. Maybe a little higher. I don't really remember. Uh, Ladio 13th. Yeah, I liked Ladio. Ooh, I like that one a lot. 13th. It's top half, so I can't really complain, but yeah. That was also one of those that finished really high in the first round. Um, More people have written here. Noah has written that Denmark had a glitch in their voting system, but it didn't affect the result. Okay, we'll get on to Denmark. I guess it's gonna be a long live stream, I think. Sanremo 2020 was actually really great in my opinion. Was Sanremo 2020 the year that had what was it called Rancor, Eden, Rancor? That's one of my favorite songs, like all categories really. It doesn't beat Fire Rumore because Fire Rumore is Fire Rumore, but if 2020 was the year with Eden, then gotta say it's a shout out to that one. Absolutely incredible song. Martin, nice to see you. How are the ducks? Whoa, wow. Grudy keeps showing his multi-talentism. Is that a word? I don't think there's a lot of talent in being able to live stream, Martin. Especially not with a camera like this and a microphone like this. But thank you, very kind of you to say. Hope you're all good, Martin. Um, nice to hear from you. Taya, Tiki Boom Boom is an interesting title because the actual song sounds nothing like you would expect to from this. It's fantastic though. My 2020 Oh, that's 2020 as well. Oh yeah. Should I just rewatch all of Sanremo 2020? That could be interesting. Luca, Se Poi Domani was actually my mom's favorite, and she doesn't know anything about Sanremo or Eurovision in general. Did she watch Sanremo? Your mom. She put through 5 hours of Italian music. So admirable. It's really nice to hear, though. I think Se Poi Domani was really pretty as well. Mare di Guai, so beautiful. I loved Mare di Guai. See, we got some fans for that one in the chat. Nice. June, you and I share the love for Fai Rumore. There was a speculation that Diodato wrote the song about his break with Levante. Oh! They were a thing, Levante and Diodato. Interesting. Levante's Tiki Boom Boom was in the same year as Fai Rumore, yeah. So he won that divorce, I guess. uh, yes, by Milos. I don't know what I asked, but you said yes, okay. Stuart, yes, 2020 was the one with Eden. Oh, okay. Rancor was such a great song. Yes, Eden from 2020. Loved both that and the winner. Eden was amazing. See all of this love for songs that I like. Incredible. I feel all warm and cozy inside reading that. Um, Also love the performance of that one. Just when he gets shot at the end, isn't that just amazing? It's on the same level as when Colapesce and Di Martinos fall to the ground after saying splash at the end. Just love those things. Um, Rachel, hello, hello, bonjour. Looking forward to the live. Although I'm on a train right now, losing signal all the time. It's fine. Don't worry. Haven't heard Sanremo songs yet, but have heard good things about Marco's song. Okay, so I mean, we gotta update Rachel here on what to listen to because it's basically the entire selection. But if there's one song, Rachel, that I recommend to you, it's Splash. So take a look on that one. You can't miss that one, regardless of where it finished. Noah, this Sanremo I think was better than last year, but worse than the year before. Not a fan of the winner though. Last year was good. This year was probably better. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Vlad also loves Mare di Guai. Look at this. Sean, happy to see that. I see. Okay, Ladio, pretty ballad. I guess I couldn't really expect higher than 13th, but yeah. Oh, yeah, the Quando ti manca il fiato. Yeah, this wasn't really my thing, but it's always really cool to like see a. I guess this is a kind of an underdog because it has a really bad score on this website, finishing 12th. Kudos, well done. Uh, I didn't really care for it that much, but it was definitely like something that felt like there was a lot of passion and emotion put into. So can't really fault it for that. 11th, Lashami. Ooh, that's unexpected. I thought that one could have like been considered a bit anonymous. I'd say because it didn't really stand out in the whole selection. Like it was like this soft vintage rock ballad. I'd say sounded like it could have been from Sanremo 1995, basically. But I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really nice effort altogether. Well written, well executed. Um, just a lovely tone to everything as well. The guitars sound wonderful in it. But yeah, a bit unexpected that it did so well, I'd say. And finishing above songs like, again, Terzo Cuore, 2000 Minuti, Eladio. Yeah. Um, okay, let's get top 10. Top 10. No. Really? I'm sorry, but how? Didn't they win the second night? I'm actually really disappointed. I love Splash. Love, love, love it. What is there to say? I'll wait for you to write something in the chat about that one because I'm just kind of dejected seeing that. But okay. At least they were top 10, but come on. What finished above it? Okay, do it. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Do it only ninth though. There were a lot of good songs in Sanremo this year. Let's face it. But okay, let's see what else. Made in Italy. Okay, we need to talk about Made in Italy though. This is the most fun song I've heard in like forever. I gotta say, and watching it live, I think like the song on its own is really really great and so much fun to listen to. But looking at the performance and also like seeing how they incorporate all of the backing choir, the orchestra and everything, it's so much fun to watch. I think it's like just such a standout. And in my tier list video for Sanremo, I don't really remember where I placed it. Probably in the I would call it great alternative category, but I don't really know like where in amongst that. But this is the one that I enjoy watching and listening to the most out of all of the songs in Sanremo this year. That's completely honest. Loved every second of it. And of course, I think Splash is probably the superior song. And then I think that Cenere is probably my second favorite. But then I'd probably say Made in Italy is actually my third favorite. It's so much fun. It's a complete blast, and I love it to bits. So good. Um, Seventh. Oh yeah, Madame as well. Okay, all of these songs are so good, you know. The ones that finished above Splash, I can't really complain about that, I guess. Madame was amazing, gotta say. Would have loved to see her in the super final, honestly. Seventh. What's sixth then? Really? Really? I'm sorry, but like, okay, I get it. If she's a respected artist in Italy and whatnot, but and she sung it incredibly well. Beautiful vocal performance, very like intimate delivery in it. It's a very varied performance throughout as well. It really has a lot of character to it. But in musically, it's not that special in my opinion. I don't think it's such a very interesting song in that sense. It's mostly her that makes it interesting. I would never in a million years put it above either of these four. No chance, no chance. It could come after those, but like these four, I'm just bitter for the sake of being bitter. I should stop. I should stop being that. It's pathetic. Let's see what else you've written here in the chat because now some people have probably talked about Splash. Let's hope. Um, Rachel noted that she should listen to Splash. Good. Vlad, like 70% of the Sanremo was amazing quality music. To be honest, 70% is probably not enough. Honestly. Luca, Colapesce Di Martino Supremacy. I love Musica Leggerissima and Splash. Same. Musica Leggerissima is like. What year was that? Was that also 2020? Because if so, 2020 is definitely the Sanremo year to watch and listen to. That song is amazing as well. Splash also. Plastic Toad, I admit I found this Sanremo quite boring. The music was quality, but I didn't find myself enjoying it much. Um, yeah, I didn't watch Sanremo. I just listened to the songs. But I remember watching it last year. I think I had COVID when I watched it, so I didn't mind it being really long. But I would never have the time now to watch the whole show. I'm too busy with work and just kind of listen, like making reviews and stuff. Valsetrage. I have no idea how you want to pronounce that. With Croatia and Denmark joining, Belgium isn't the worst entry, luckily. We'll get on to Croatia and Denmark, don't you worry. Seth, Splash was my winner of Sanremo. As per usual, I am disappointed in the Sanremo winner. 2021 was probably the only time I was happy with the Sanremo winner. See, I liked City of Buoni. I don't know any other songs from Sanremo 2021, but I mean, Fai Rumore. You can't be disappointed with Fai Rumore, and especially not Non mi avete fatto niente. When that won, my life was made. Jun, I love Madame and Latza, but with autotune use during Sanremo, I'm not certain that either could hold their water on Eurovision without autotune. Interesting point. Um, would have been interesting to see. I definitely think that the songs are strong enough to kind of outweigh that, but I see your point, absolutely. Vlad, 2,000 minuti too low, agreed. Agreed. Uh, Joel, poor Groot and his love for Splash. Indeed. Feel sorry for me. Leafar, yeah, I don't know either. Chart Mike none. It's due to the public vote. I think all of this is about Splash, probably. Taya, a crying emote. Capski, Elodie was in top 5 with both press, demoscopic juries every night, but was tanked by televote. It is what it is. Niels, Splash won the second night, yes. Plastic Toad, Splash was one that I really enjoyed, though. There were definitely some worse songs above it, I think. I agree, even though I like all of these songs, but yeah. Taya, this was my exact reaction when I saw how criminally robbed Splash was. Luckily, I'm not alone. Plastic Toad, made in Italy, that was my favorite this year. Understandable. It could have been mine as well, but I just love Splash and I love Cenere. Um, Plastic Toad, did you see his rather scandalous performance on night 5? Who? Made in Italy? I have not seen that, I think. Um, no. But I love the incorporation he has with the backing vocals on that one. I love seeing the, what do you call it, the choir stand and doing the dance while shouting "Made in Italy." Oh, it's so much fun. I think that's amazing. Shuani Cabrera, terribly sorry about pronouncing your name. Televoters were not into Splash, sadly. The press hyped it up but couldn't save it that much. Okay, I should have... Give me a phone. I'll vote for them next time. Pavel, Splash was tanked by televote. If there was just jury votes count like in first night, Splash would have been higher. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate. Darkmanian, children and moms just fell in love for the children choir of Mr. Rain. Okay, the press had put it at 17th. Ooh, that's low. And he was pushed third by children voting for him. Thought it was a really pretty song though, but okay. I would never put what was it called, like Superheroi above Splash and Made in Italy in these songs, but yeah. The top 5 was only male ballads. Nope. Cenere is in there. It was not only male ballads, Sean. Madame Splash and Made in Italy deserved super final. I can agree on that. I would probably put all of those in there. I'm not sure what my super final would look like. It would be 10 songs, not 5. Because you just have to when it's Sanremo. Leafar, Georgia being this high is total nonsense to me. I agree. No fault to Georgia. She sung really, really well, but that song was not 6th place material. Milos, Madame not making super final is the biggest crime of Sanremo this year. I don't know what you need to do to make it. Has she been in before? Maybe she has. Vlad, same honestly. I don't know what you're referring to, but you agree with someone here. Luca, Georgia was so overrated, not gonna lie. I think she kinda had the impact Eliza had last year, but O Forse Sei Tu was amazing, while Parole dette male is meh. Oh yeah, Elise, yeah, that song was good. O Forse Sei Tu. I don't really remember it that well, but yeah, it was good. Vlad was maybe top 15 material, but not more. About Georgia, I think, yeah. Juani loves Georgia, but that song a bit disappointing. I agree. Musica Leggerissima was 2021. Okay. I'm starting to catch up on all of the comments. It's absolutely incredible how many of you are here. There are 43 people right now, and so many just writing in the chat. I'm heartwarmed. Vlad, 70% is a very good percent of really good songs in a 28 songs film. Obviously, obviously, I'm just joking. I just love Sanremo. It's so good. Niels, Non mi avete fatto niente was my favorite Eurovision 2018. Mine too, by a long shot. Probably my favorite from like maybe the last decade. I shouldn't just make statements like that because I know that there's always something coming up that I might not be able to hold up to. Sneaky Hider didn't get Sitio Buoni at first, but it grew on me and in my top 5 for Eurovision 2021. It's probably in my top 5 for 2021 as well, but Italy just has the standards up here. But yeah, I like that one too. La Genesi del Tul Colore by Irama from 2021 is one of my favorite songs ever. Do not know it, should listen to it. Thank you, Emil, for the recommendation. Plastic Toad, yes, Rosa Chemical made quite a fuss on night 5. It involved him kissing the husband of one of the hosts. Yikes. Okay. Alright. Oh well. His issue, I guess. Vlad, I like Mr. Rain very much for the theme and the fact that he was the only one who could create that atmosphere. I think he deserved to be high, honestly. I think he deserved that too. But if I had to make a super final with 5 songs here, he would just miss out. Because there's too much good stuff. Madame was 8th in 2021. Okay, so she's a returnee. And she came 7th this time, so next time 6th, and then she's in the super final. You just have to be patient. Kapski, also, what song of Elodie do you prefer, Andromeda or Due? I don't know if I know Andromeda. I've probably heard it, but there are so many songs that I hear all the time, so I've kind of forgotten it. Unfortunately. Styro or Styro, 4K subscribers soon. Do I really have that many? Thank you. 4,000. Wow. Crazy, right? Jun, Sanremo cheat sheet. Have Mahmoud write the song and Dardust produce. Yeah, I've seen this name Dardust come up a lot. I think he produced Edom, and he produced Cenere, I think. Really cool. Yeah, might be a winning formula, that one. Yoel, did you see that the early night Blanco performance and the trashing of the flowers? No. Have I missed something? So Blanco performed on Sanremo, I guess, and trashed flowers. Okay. Not letting him near my garden, that's for sure. June loved Dardust and Mahmoud a lot. Yeah. I can see that. I would probably yeah, I'm too poorly well read on. Sneaky Hydra Andromeda was the favorite in 2020. Majorly disappointed that Splash only finished 10th, but it is what it is. If I could choose a super final, let's actually do this. If I only get to choose 5 of these songs, I would put Splash, Cenere, Made in Italy. Oh wow, this is difficult. I would put Due Vita in there for sure. Then it's between Alba and Tango and no wait, we have to have Madame. We need Madame in there. Yeah, sorry Elodie, and sorry Tananai, and sorry Ultimo. Oh wait, do I prefer Alba over Due Vita? No, I gotta have Marco in there as well. I can't not have him. But I really like Alba as well. Okay, so Due Vita, Cenere, Il Bene nel Male, Made in Italy, and Splash. That's my super final. Sorry if you like the other songs, but I love them too. But that's my super final. So yeah, let's move on. That's Sanremo. Share your super final as well. What 5 songs you would have put in there, and I'll read through that. And some of us might agree more than others. Let's cover this really fast. Croatia. What are you doing? Okay, so I didn't watch this. I have no idea about the how songs were performed. Let me just get through the last Sanremo comments before we get into Croatia because I know. You missed some drama where Blanco got angry and kinda ruined the stage due to technical malfunctions. Blanco trashed the stage decor. Blanco had issue with his in-ear. Yeah, but if you have issues with your in-ear, then maybe you should just say, "Hello, can we stop? I need this fixed." Maybe not trash the actual props on stage. Okay. Dordust also did Andromeda in 2020 and also wrote Mardi de Quai. Busy boy, isn't he? Or girl. I don't know. Is Dordust a boy or girl? Busy regardless. Luca, he made a total mess and people were offended it was something. Huh. Okay, Blanco, yeah. Marco, Dordust also produced Soldi and he was the pianist during the first semifinal interval act with Benny Benassi and Sophie and the Giants. Interesting. So we got a list here of Dordust, Cenere, Soldi, Eden, plus several more since 2020. He usually has a handful of songs in Sanremo every year. Good man or good girl. I don't know. Very, very. How do you say good woman? I don't know what you say. Luca, okay, Croatia was such a mess. Okay, we're getting into Croatia. Martin crying about Croatia. Yeah, me too. Joel, you're in for a treat watching this one in a weird way. Which one? Croatia? I've already seen Mama Stöche. The less I say, the better. I'm not a fan of Sanremo, at least in the last 2 years, but here's my super finals. Causa Perse. Okay, Studio is awesome, but live now. Okay. Due Vita, Splash, Made in Italy, and Tango. Nice one. Nice one. You don't have to watch Nevera's live performance. Trust me, it's better if you won't. Maybe that's why they didn't win, I guess. Croatia's results are the worst, but Harmonia Dissonance had terrible live performance. That's so unfortunate because I really like that song. I had 2 winners in Croatia, and one of them was Let 3. Happy for you, Nils. Mine was not Let 3. I think it was on purpose. I don't think Blanco trashed it just for pleasure. Oh, so it's like a staged trashing of the stage? Or just kind of in the feeling of the song? I don't know. Okay, Niels, the other was Barbara Munoz. I don't know how do we have 8th place. Sorry about that, Niels, but you got one of them. Croatia was the NF Plastic Toad watched. Why? I would probably not. The production levels were surprisingly high. Nice to hear, but then the performance didn't live up to it. Okay. Yeah. I would. No disrespect to Croatia or anything, but I would not choose to watch the Croatian national final over Sanremo. Just me. Not gonna lie, Seth says I'm not too upset about Let 3 winning in Croatia. Harmonia Dissonance have bad staging and choreography, and that I felt they gave nothing but good vocals and deserved to lose. Okay. Then that's fair. I mean, if there was nothing better, then fair enough that they went for this. Nevora live performance gives Year 7 drama play vibes. Yikes. Croatia snapping and sending Let 3 after their pop song era is kind of iconic. Alright, well said, I guess. June, Damir from Croatia was my favorite in 2020. He sings really well. I thought the song was pretty nice at times as well. Um, I don't think it's like outstanding, but I can see why it's a favorite. And Navarra was, from what I heard, staged terribly. Yeah, I've read that as well. Their clothes look like something you could buy for 50 euros at H&M. Well, not everyone can afford the fancy outfits. Leafar says Let 3 actually performed it pretty well. It's def experimental and wacky, but from the staging to the styling to the song itself, there are really good things about that. Okay. Luca says Let 3 are really well known in Croatia, though. Had a feeling they would have won. I kind of like Mama Setse. It's pure 2008 fun. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the Troll songs from 2008. Sorry if that's offending you if you really like the song, but I don't. Sorry. Sasha says, I'm happy that Master Blaster did so well. It's always been a favorite of mine, and I think people were really sleeping on it. So I kind of just realized when I looked at the selection, I never reviewed this song, and I haven't even heard it. But Master Blaster, this band Detour, I like them. They have a song called Sneeg, which I've listened to so much. So I'm actually really happy to see that they participated. But since they weren't among the fan favorites, I haven't checked out the song. I should definitely do that. Um, and they finished third. So nice to see. Let 3 winning juries, Croatian juries, they won juries with a song like that. Oh no, I'm sorry, but how? With a song like that, they won the jury vote. Okay. It was an underwhelming national final. Performances were sadly bland, and the winner was the cherry on top of a mess. Sad to hear. Was here for Sanremo discussion. Bedtime. Look forward to more videos. Yeah, we'll see how many lives I'm gonna make. But nice to have you here, Jun. Welcome back anytime. Sleep well. Seth, if I am 100%, I was so wanting everything but Kime Kime to win, so I'm overall good with it. I don't know Kime Kime, but okay. And also the fact that Croatia is actually sending something different good on them, honestly. Yeah, I mean everything that stands out is good, I guess. It's just that this will for sure be my last place in Eurovision unless something absolutely insanely awful gets sent. The fact that this song won a jury vote, yeah. Nesrecha should have won jury vote. Yeah, I actually watched Nesrecha, the performance, because I thought, okay, if Nevera isn't good live, because I had read about that as well. But Nesrecha, I actually saw that before going live here. Um, it wasn't really outstanding, but it looked all right, and I think that song was really pretty. So, yeah, that could have been a jury winner, but it got 21 points from the jury, and Mama Shiche got 105. So, okay, Master Blaster wasn't a favorite of mine, but had some cool elements. I'll still check it out. You can click on the jury, and it'll sort itself according to the category. I didn't know that, but that's good to know. We're not gonna stick around on the Croatian selection for long, though. Mama Sece is a musical disaster. It's like three songs overlapping each other at the same time. Simultaneous chaos. People will justify it being good by saying it's art. Yeah, it's okay. If they're saying it's art, that's their thing. I'm not gonna buy into it, but fine. I couldn't listen to Croatia song in full. Sorry. Well, I did, but I don't need to do it again. Mama Sece is awful, but I also kind of love it. Good on you. I'm happy for you. I think 90% of Balkaners like Mama Sece, kind of like Constructa last year when it was initially released and most people were just confused. Yeah, but Constructa had a really nice song to everything that was there. There was like a constant red thread to it. Is that what you call it? Like there was a purpose to everything that was going on there. And it was actually really cleverly written, had a nice instrumental to it. Really just a very effective hook as well. I don't think melodically Mama Sece has anything to offer. So I think there's a big difference there between being an art project and being, actually also a song that's listenable, I guess. The only song of Croatia that I liked was Nevera, but a second place was probably Nesreća for me. Yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of songs, so but I out of the ones I've heard, those two are the ones I like the most as well. Such a song can win the jury vote if the jury thinks the performance is more important than the song. Absolutely, absolutely. The performance does a lot. Increasingly, many people expect Croatia's NQ streak to get broken this year because of 100% televote in semi. Fair point. I mean, that might be the case. Hello, Big Beans. Nice to see you. Stuart McLean, Let 3 song is all about making Putin look like a psychopath. I'm put off by some parts of it, but I don't think it's as painful as other people say. Okay, so there's like a point to the song, but I mean that's nice, but still not really a songwriting in excellence, I'd say. Taya says Incorpore Sano had an instant hook. I can't really see how Mama Seche can be catchy. I agree. Incorpore Sano had like a constant flow and rhythm to it that really just was kind of infectious, that made you intrigued by it in that sense. Art, I don't know, but it's definitely a performance. I just wish Let 3 revamped the song to maybe make the transitions cleaner and make some changes to the first part that gets quite repetitive. I haven't listened to it enough to really justify that, but yeah, it's very choppy between sections, and I think that's probably a point to the song as well. We're just looking here quickly. The songs that I've heard were Nesrecha, which is criminally low placed. It's placed in 11th. I heard Free Fallen as well. That was considered a favorite, I guess. Finished 14th, so I didn't really pay too much attention to this one, if I'm honest. I listened to Angels and Demons, finished 5th. He sings very well. Had a pretty cool arrangement at times as well, but it's not something that I would consider be maybe like a standout in Eurovision. Of course, I heard Nevera. If it's bad live, then it didn't deserve to win, but I think it's a really great song. Very creative, just playful arrangement throughout. A lot of fun listening to. Mama Seche, yeah, that's Mama Seche. Let's move on to the next national final. Yes, yes, please, please, Supernova. I hope you brought your popcorn because it's gonna be a long night. Let's go through some comments before we really start. There is a chance Let 3 will be one of the Croatian best results. Well, they have a few good results from the 90s that I hope that it doesn't beat. Let's say that much. People have 3 months to realize what a masterpiece this is. All more power to you, Mattia. I'm happy you like Mama Seche. I don't think I think I need more than 3 months. Sorry. Um, Sasha doesn't think Mama Seche will qualify. It's too out there and not accessible at all. But the thing is that as well, like the wackier something is, the more like it could be appreciated by people. Like people could really get into it. So we'll see. Well, it's difficult to really what do you call it? Predict at this point. I'm terrible at predicting as well, so don't take everything I say with a grain of salt. With all this being said, Mama Seche was still better than almost half of the Croatian songs. How can you say it's better than half of the songs? Mama Seche isn't even a song, it's noise. Contrasting opinions. Um, yeah, I guess it was just more an enjoyable experience than half of the songs, maybe. I think the new voting semi-system is going to cut out a lot of countries, and in my opinion, it's just such a bad change. Maybe. We'll see. Give it a test period. We'll see what happens to it. Free Falling was vocally well performed, but the staging was just okay. Alright. Vigo, I mean, it's not like Dora was a strong selection. Fair point, I guess. Martin says Latvia has a banger. Latvia do have a banger. Seth calls Latvia his beloved. He effing stand Aya, and they did that for me. Stan, oh. Southern Lights are my winners this year. God, how much I love their song. I love Southern Lights so much. In my opinion, Supernova this year was very strong. I really like a lot of songs. Yeah, it was good. Latvia coming with quality again, and watch them getting last in their semifinal. No, no, I refuse. Um, there was a really bizarre moment during Supernova when they showed the televote results mid-show, right before Aya and after Patricia, and Hush had like 40% votes. Why would they do that? Don't know. Latvia is amazing. I love Aya, but because of no jersey in semi, I'm afraid it will probably NQ. I hope absolutely not. Aya is my second place so far this year under Carpe Diem. Nice top two. I like that. Thank God Marcus didn't win. Gosh, I'm so happy Aya won. It's in my top 3 of the year already, and I don't think that'll change. With semifinals in Eurovision being televote only, I'm worried about Croatia qualifying over countries like Latvia. That could absolutely happen. Let's have Latvia at 34. Unacceptable. Yeah. Aya was easily my favorite in the Latvia selection. I'm really happy it won as well. I was happy to see Aya win. My 2 favorite Latvia songs didn't even make the final. I haven't listened to the ones that didn't make the final. Sorry. From Yoel. Sway was so good, but I guess just shows how much the live matters. Aya is amazing. I love songs that are making such mood. It's like almost out of this world for me. Amazing listening experience. I agree. Also so happy Aya won. Sunlights are amazing, and I love their song in 2018 too. Yeah, Just Fine is absolutely incredible. Um, all right, let's go through the results. I'm not going to do like this exciting reveal like I did for Sanremo. Let's just see what actually happened. So we had, what songs did I like? I liked Aya. Aya won, and they should have won. And I liked Fake Love, which finished in sixth, which is okay. And I liked You Said a lot. And then after that, I would probably say Hush, yeah, which came second. I mean, Southern Lights won both the jury and the televote, so it's a no one can really complain about the results, I'd say. Uh, I kind of like Tricky as well. I thought it was pretty fun, but those are probably the ones that actually stood out for me. Marcus Riva only finishing fourth, so I guess we'll see him next year again, probably. We'll see. But yeah, Aya winning. You Said coming third is actually really cool. I didn't really like. I've read people in my comment section said that they were like a completely brand new band, and those artists have a strong, like, have a difficult time really breaking through most of the time. It happens once in a what do you call it? Once in 100 years or whatever. When you have someone like Cornelia Jacobs who won Melodifestivalen last year coming from nowhere, just because the song was so good. And You Said was a really great song. It had a lot of playful added attributes to it. Very nice arrangement, very playful rhythms throughout. Just love their whole input as well and their approach that they had. Really fun performance, really fun song. Well deserved to get third with that. Fake Love a bit lower, but I guess you could kind of. I think Aya and Fake Love kind of take out each other's votes as well, probably because it's the two rock songs from the selection, even though they're entirely different types of rock songs. But it's probably like leaning towards the same audience, I'd say. You won't get many people voting for Hush instead deciding to vote for Fake Love. I don't think. But some people who vote for Aya might think like, oh, I actually like Fake Love more. I think that could definitely happen. But Fake Love, great hook to it. Love the guitars in it. I think the drumming is insane, especially towards the end when it picks up in double time. That's really really great. But yeah, Aya was just the standout in the selection. I gotta say. Um, let's see how many comments have come in. Halcyon asks if I'd be interested, but there was a great song in Supernova that was eliminated in the semifinals. It's called Sway by Inspo. It was my favorite, but not very well performed. I've seen people talk about this one. I should definitely listen to it, but I haven't heard it yet, unfortunately. Leafar says, bad feeling about Latvia not qualifying since it's 100% televote. And LTV deciding to withdraw. Why would they do that? Huh? I'm confused. Lucas says, how did When It All Falls got 7 jury points? I do not know. I absolutely do not know. I mean, everything that was below it, I wouldn't really see those songs getting any jury points either, probably. Yeah, but yeah, the song was really empty and just kind of devoid of any substance there, so weird. Sean Lewis says, once in a blue moon. Thank you. Many of you might not know this, but I'm actually an English teacher, so it's always really embarrassing when I when I don't know the expressions. Leah Farr says, when Marcus Riva wins Supernova, it's going to be the end of an era. I think it's going to be the end of the world, if I'm honest, but we'll see. Fake Love deserved top 5. Agreed. Televote doing televote things with Love Vibes. 4 points. I mean, Love Vibes is such a like fun song to listen to, though. It was terrible live, but it's really fun listening to it. Luca thinks Fake Love is better than Hush. Well, yeah, I think so too. But Hush is a completely different type of audience to it, so I understand why Hush did so well. And I think Fake Love ended up towards the bottom because Aya was in the selection as well. Neil says, thankfully I can vote for Aya in the semifinals. What semifinal are they in, and what semifinal is Sweden in? Someone help me with that. I'll vote for Aya too. Aya is definitely in my top 3 of Latvian entries, and I love Latvia a lot in ESC. It's up there for me as well. I think it's up there with, I'd say, Heartbeat and My Star. And I'm trying to think, like, Love Injected is up there. I can't sit here and think of old Latvian Eurovision songs now. But yeah, it's up there. Uh, let's see. Latvia got screwed by the draw big time. If they were drawn into the second semi, I would be more confident in their queue. Here is to them breaking their NQ streak still. Yep. Cheers. Here's to them breaking their NQ streak. Leafar, LTV kind of threatened to withdraw in the past since Supernova wasn't helping them getting anywhere, so maybe they're still considering that option. Hope not. Yeah, let's hope not. We need Latvia, even though they're underappreciated. Ivanik says Love Vibes is a guilty pleasure. Love it a lot. Yeah, I mean, in Studio Cut, I listen to it too. It's fun. It's a fun song to listen to. Sweden and Latvia are in the same semi. Guess who's getting my vote? Should we keep it with Latvia there? I think we like from what I've seen in the chat, like all of you love Aya, so we're all on the same page. We don't need to talk about it more. If you want to hear me be a bit more, I guess, just showering it with love, you can watch my review on my channel. So yeah, let's move back. What's the next selection? Estonia. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. There's a lot to talk about in Estonia. I think 12 songs. I think they have a super final too, don't they? So they picked Bridges, of course. Yeah, okay, let's take a look at the super final. Bridges, Venom, and Monsters. Mm. Uh, three really great songs. Yeah. All deserving of being there. I mean, Monsters was a bit underwhelming live the first time I saw it. Uh, but I also liked them on stage. I loved like this whole input that the priest has on the staging, and I like the masks and everything. It's really fun watching. I just didn't think it sounded that great the first like in the semi when I watched the performance. But then we have of course the legend Yannick who commented on my videos, kind of explaining that a lot of people had issues with the sound and such in the semifinals. So maybe they were better in the final. I haven't seen the performance there. But happy to see them in the final. Happy to see Ollie there. Probably very expected. I mean, it seemed like it was a shootout between Bridges and Venom all along. And I think the fact that Monsters made the super final probably made it difficult for Venom to beat Bridges, I'd say, because Venom and Monsters have more of a similar kind of audience. Like if Bridges is the only song that isn't rock in a super final, then maybe people automatically vote for Bridges. I don't know, just speculation. But but yeah, I like all of these songs. They're great. Let's take a look at the results. Yksam Koraga came last with 0 points. I mean, it's always sad to see something get last with 0 points, but I can't really claim that it wasn't maybe predictable. I haven't seen it live, I'll admit, but it was just a weaker song than the rest. I didn't really get why it made the final. Probably a great vocal performance, I'm sure, but I didn't really think that it was on the same level as the rest. Bad Philosophy got. Wait, how does this work? It's a. Oh, did it get 1 point, I guess? Let me just take a quick look at. Okay, so total telejury. Okay, got one televote point. Um, nice. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really care for it that much either. It had a nice little hook to it, but I didn't really click with it that much. It's not my type of music. Simple as that. We'll move on. 10th place, you need to move on. 2 points from the jury. This one's good. Like the vocal arrangement in this one, but I think the song was a bit on the slow side, which probably killed its chances a little bit, especially with televote. But yeah, I like that one. It's really pleasant listening experience. Just has a nice little flow to it and really pleasant to listen to. 2 points. This was a strong final, in my opinion. So finishing 10th is not a bad thing at all. I'm not sure where I would put it, but yeah, it finished 10th. Ah, So Good at What You Do only came 9th. Okay. So they got 3 televote points and 1 jury point. I think this song is actually really amazing. It's like the perfect radio friendly, just really relaxing song that you could put on at any time and just enjoy the hell out of it. Such a great mood to the song. Has a really lovely flow, lovely instrumentation in this one. I think these little plucky sections as well, they're so great. Um, haven't seen the live performance of this one actually, but yeah, finished only 9th, which is a bit of a shame. This was among my favorites in the selection. Might even have been my second. Well, is it really my second? I don't know. It's up there in my top 5. I'll say that much. It's in my top 5. Why Do You Love Me by Andreas. I've seen some love for this one in my channel, which is always nice to see. I didn't really click with the song. I think it was a little bit too much like up and down. It didn't really have like this constant progression throughout the song and really evolved in a way that I would have liked it to. But nice vocally, nice little arrangement on the vocal side of things as well. Has a really nice hook as well, I think. There's a very pleasant tone in that melody that goes on in the chorus, but overall, it left me a bit with something to be desired, I guess. I gotta say. And seventh, Inger, Awaiting You. Nice one. Probably about right in terms of placements. It's just a catchy little pop tune. 4 points from both jury and televote. Catchy pop tune. Just really harmless and fun, I'd say. Let's stop there a little bit and let me read some comments because people probably have opinions regarding Eesti Laul. Let's catch up. Where am I? Stuart is happy with Southern Lights. Still worried about them qualifying. Yeah, a lot of people are. Let's hope for the best. Lil Catherine, or Lille Katrin, if you're Swedish, I don't know. I was hoping for Ollie for Estonia. Yeah, a lot of people were. Plastic Toad has to go, but it's been good watching along. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you for sticking around. Have a good one. Random says the 3 super final songs were perfect. The obvious winner, a solid ballad, plus my top 2 fevs. Awesome. Happy for you. Lucas says, by the way, Groot, I'm actually studying to become an English teacher since you told us that you're an English teacher. You can't have that as your only reason because that's it's I shouldn't really stick on like the just being a teacher, but it's a tough job. You just got to be aware of that. Um, there's a there's a certain type of attitude among many students that make you really tired and really frustrating a lot of the times. So you need to really prepare yourself mentally if this is really what you want to do. How far along are you in your studies? Please tell me. I'm flattered though that you're saying that. I hope you find a lot of enjoyment in it. It can be an amazing job and it can be a really frustrating one. Trust me. Martin says Estonia's results were almost good, except for the winner. Okay, I like the winner. Probably were not my favorite from the selection, but it was a good one. Yoel says the 2 rock songs kind of cancelled each other out in the super final. Yeah, I can see that. Has the same audience, or at least a similar audience. Leafar says Alika winning is pretty fair, but I can't believe Milik didn't win. Is that to you? I can believe that it didn't win, but at least it got top half, right? Yeah, a lot of fun that one. But yeah, if that would have won, I would have been shocked, really. Estonia had 2 super strong choices in Bridges and Venom. It's just unfortunate that they both competed in the same year. Yeah, yeah. Pavel says Bridges was my favorite in Eesti Laul. The lyrics of this are so personal to me. I'm happy that it won for you then. I haven't really I never pay attention to lyrics. I should get better at that. I'm happy to hear that. Vigo says, I think Alika has a great song and flawless vocals, but there is just something missing for me, like an emotional connection or something. I can see that. Absolutely. I like the way that the song builds, though. Like, it has a lot of drama to it. I think that's really tangible. Care or Carrie. I don't know how to say this. Carrie? Eesti Laul went exactly how I expected it to go. Well. JH3 says, oh no, I'm late. No worries. I think we're gonna be a while. Welcome. Gabor says, Groot holding alive. We just can't be treated better. Yeah, I didn't expect to ever do this, but it's actually a lot of fun. And I'm so happy that there are so many people coming along for this. Thank you. Connor's Eurovision says, Eesti Laul was my favorite NF last Saturday. So good at what you do, was never going to win, so I'm happy my second favorite Bridges won. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I really like So Good at What You Do as well. Wow. I'm gonna listen to that after streaming again because it's just such a song you can listen to as many times as possible. Seth loved Yksam Koraga so much, always puts a big smile on my face. Yeah, it's happy and it really has like this ability to actually make you smile, which is really awesome. It's just that I think the song needed a bit of more polishing and just kind of develop it a little bit more. But absolutely, it has this happy tone to it that I like as well. Yksam Koraga was really good live, I think. Happy to hear that. Iksan Koraga is kind of a meme for me. Don't know why. Right. Ivanik doesn't like bridges, but Alika's performance was amazing. Happy to hear that. We can be prepared for her to be good live then. GH3 says the grand final performance of Bad Philosophy was hilarious. Yikes. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Iksan Koraga was good live. Happy to hear that. Iksan Koraga definitely used some outside help because they released the full results and there were some major inconsistencies with her televotes. Ooh, okay. Well, she didn't win anyway, so but still, that's interesting. Martin says Annette and Freddie would be nice at Eurovision with the right song. I like their style. Yeah, they have a cool style. Nice sound to them. I'm intrigued to listen to more by them. Hope they're back next year, I guess. Lucas says So Good at What You Do was so underrated. Yeah. Yeah, So Good at What You Do deserved top 5. Yeah, I agree. But if it was terrible live, then probably it didn't. But yeah. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I thought So Good at What You Do's grand final performance was a downgrade. The song itself is very good, though. Okay. I haven't seen it, as I said, but that's interesting. So Good at What You Do was so good live. It deserved top 5. Contrasting opinions again. Really nice to see. Also, So Good at What You Do has a funny thumbnail. I haven't paid attention to it. But okay. I had like 4 winners in Eesti Laul this year. Melik, ML's Ka and Robbie Hukenthal. I don't know the final 2, but I like Melik and I like ML's. The Eesti Laul jury votes were so heartwarming since all the juries were just individual people. The points were really spread out and everyone got a bunch. Well, everyone except Annette and Freddie and Mia. No, wait, Annette and Freddie. No, Eliza and Mia didn't get any, so. Or maybe you're considering something different. Lille Katrin is Norwegian. Okay, akkurat. Okay, welcome to the stream. Ivanik says, my favorite of Eesti Laul this year is Monsters by Bedwetters. Yeah, that song is probably the one that I've listened to the most, I'm gotta say. Luca says, oh, I'm about to start my 2nd year of the teaching training college. Kind of scared about it since I'll start teaching to kinder kids and primary school kids. They might be nicer. Sometimes I feel like I want to teach younger children because I hate this teenage attitude that some students have. But it's an amazing job if you get it right and if it suits you. Care, you can say my name how you would in Swedish, probably quite close. I don't think that because then I would say Kaire. 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 No, I think if I would say it in Swedish, I would say Kaire. And if that's correct, awesome. Then I'll start doing that. I'll try to remember that. Martin, Groot will spend an extra 2 hours on the songs he said he would listen to after stream. I really put myself in that one, didn't I? Yeah. I'm gonna go on a drive this weekend, pretty long one, so I can get through some songs then. I'll try and remember all of them. Konstantin says, I'm so surprised that Bridges is getting so much love. It's just really bland and ordinary to me. Really? A bit similar to Fade to Black from last year. I think she's also getting a similar result. I liked Fade to Black. I liked it a lot. I thought it took way too long to get going, but when it got going, I really liked it. And I think Bridges has a lot of drama to it, which I think makes it stand out in that sense. And of course, like it's vocally really strong. So I think that's probably why it gets so much love. It's not the most outstanding song I've heard, but I like it quite a bunch actually. I'm starting to lose my voice. GH3, not necessarily saying that Bad Philosophy being hilarious is a bad thing, by the way. Performance did have issues, but it was very camp and I found it entertaining. Okay. So it's not a bad thing. Connor says they converted the jury points into 12 to 1 to compare them with the televote. Ah, so it was fair, okay. And Kaira says it was spot on. Okay. Nice to meet you, Kaira. Lila Catherine says, slightly off topic, but as a Swede, what do you think about Melfest this year so far? We're gonna get to Melfest, but it's not good. That's all for now. We're gonna get to it later. Gabor, Groot, what's your favorite country in Eurovision ever? Italy. JH3, also, if you're a teacher, do any of your students watch your videos? I sincerely hope not. I would never hear the end of it. So I guess no. Kamari, so happy with Bridges and Venom being the final 2, with Bridges taking the victory. My number 2 being Spain right now. Behind Spain. Oh, my number 2 behind Spain. Okay, nice. And Gary says hi. Hello. Let's get into the top half. Sixth place, Lighthouse. Good song. Very polished production to it. Very modern. Just a nice pop song altogether. Probably a fair place, I'd say. I don't think it was super final worthy, but good song. Good effort. Haven't seen it live, but yeah, good one. Fifth was Janek. I'm happy to see that actually. Wait, that actually means that Melik was fourth. That's amazing. Two, you're getting fourth place. 6 points from televote and 7 from jury. Wow. Really happy for them. I love the like whole awkwardness vibe of them. That's really fun. Let's talk a bit about Janek, I think, because this is if you've seen my videos on my channel, this was my favorite from the selection. I watched it live, and I also watched the final performance live. I think it was better in the final. What I don't understand is why the jury thinks so little of it. Because I really think like it's a song that really showcases songwriting qualities, and especially in arrangement as well. And vocally, it's really strong as well. So I don't really see what the juries have against it. Maybe they don't have anything against it, and they just liked 5 other songs way more. But I mean, the televote clearly went aboard with it a little bit more, giving it the fourth highest. And I would consider House of Glass to be kind of a jury pleasing type of song. I think the arrangement really blew me away instrumentally, and I would have definitely given it 12 points, regardless of how strong the selection is. But that's just me. I'm not a jury, so. And to you, that's it's amazing that they finished fourth. I'm actually so happy for them. Yeah, that's amazing. Sean would love me to have me as a teacher. Thank you. JH3 says Sissy deserves a much better result. I'm not sure. Like, it's a good selection. I like these 5 songs above it more than I like Lighthouse. It's probably like my sixth. No, I like So Good at What You Do more as well. It would be my seventh, I think. Yeah, it would be my seventh. I can say right away. So I disagree, but I'm happy you like it. Gary also says Lighthouse was robbed. CC definitely the most outstanding performer. Oh, if that's the case, then I might have to reconsider. I only know the studio cut for that one. Because I love Merland songs. Yeah, me too. I didn't know that it was when I first listened to it. I didn't know Merland wrote it, but I mean Merland. Everything he touches turns to gold, I guess. Pavel says Milik is like nightmare for me. Sorry to hear that. At least they didn't win then for your case. Tuyu's grand final performance is a much must watch. It's way different from the semi one and a lot more entertaining, in my opinion. Nice to hear. How many hours did we say I need to spend, Martin, to check songs afterwards? I have to do that as well. Yannick was amazing. He was my second favorite after Alika. I'm happy to hear that. As for House of Glass, I think the jury just went for the other ballads more, namely Bridges and Lighthouse. Yeah, I guess that's the case, but I think House of Glass was the strongest ballad, just in my opinion. But I get it. I get it. I guess they thought that it wasn't that interesting. I liked House of Glass though, but some other songs just stood out more to me. I understand that. Absolutely. It's completely understandable. Gabor says it was maybe asked before, but what do you think of the national finals so far? Don't you think that 80% of the winners are unexpected in a bad way? Absolutely. I disagree with a lot of the winners. If you've watched my tier lists on my channel where I've ranked the national final songs, 2 of my favorites have won. Aya being one of them, and the other one was from Ireland, and I didn't really care about any of the songs in that selection, so I'm pretty disappointed so far. I think the most frustrating one is probably Belgium. Um, I think Gala Drago, or however you pronounce her name, like just incredible song. So yeah. So yeah, I think 80% of the winners are unexpected in a bad way. Yes, Gabor. Konstantin says Lighthouse definitely deserved to be higher. I fully expected it to go to the super final along with Bridges and Venom. Well, Monsters took the place instead, and I'm happy for bedwetters, regardless of their stupid name. Yusuf says, "Oh my God, I know, right? Welcome, Yusuf. Nice to see you." Um, Luca also Morland also wrote a song in Romania called "Statues." I listened to that one. Yeah, that one was just meh. I was surprised that Morland wrote it. It wasn't bad, but it was just didn't really hit me as hard as like a song like House of Glass did. Connor has to leave now. Bye bye. Lee here was underrated in Dansk MGP. The performance was perfect. I've actually watched that performance. We're gonna get to Danish Dansk Melodi Grand Prix very soon. But have a good one, Connor. Nice that you stuck around here. JH3. I think if Lighthouse was in the super final, then Venom would have won. Yeah, good point. Maybe. Then Lighthouse and Bridges could have cancelled each other out instead. Interesting point. But Lighthouse wasn't really close to making it anyway. I mean, Monsters had 18 points, and then 2U had 13, so... Yeah. Oh, terribly sorry. There's a Polish name, I think. Maciej Sulecki or something. Terribly sorry. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Please don't review all of the Poland songs when they come out tomorrow. I couldn't bear the secondhand embarrassment. It's looking to be really bad this year. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll probably listen to like 5 of them and review those, like the favorites. Uh, I have no idea when the national final of Poland is and stuff like that. I didn't even know that it was a selection. Um, I have to read up on that. Yusuf, icon of the century. You're far too kind. I do not consider myself the icon of the century, but I'm happy you do. Jared DN says, hi everyone. Hello, Daniel. Nice to see you. Pavel says, tomorrow there is announcement of the finalists of the Polish final. I'm excited and scared at the same time. And Yusuf says, Polish songs tomorrow. So yeah, Polish songs tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. I won't be on the lookout for that because I still have to catch up with Lithuania. What do we have to say finally about Eesti Laul? My super final, House of Glass. I can't. I don't know. I can't judge the live performances. I would have liked House of Glass. Out of the songs in the super final, the song that I like the most is Monsters. The performance that I like the most is probably Venom. Probably. Not sure. Bridges is really good as well. Really good super final. Really good final altogether. Well done, Estonia. Hope you have a similar streak going on next year. Okay, so people are having arguments about the Polish national final now, I see. Polish national final is on the 26th. Good to know. I got time to catch up with it. Disagree with the comment about Polish selection. One of the rumored songs is a total gem, and I don't want to jinx it yet, but I hope it's admitted to the national final. Nice to hear. And Mystic Maxio says I should not listen too much. Okay, I listen to everyone. Don't worry. JH3 Lithuania has a great set of finalists. They have 2 songs that would be my new favorite of this year. Don't speak it up too much, because then I'll have expectations up here through the roof. Through the roof. Sorry. Pavel says, I think there isn't going to be that bad as Maciej says. We'll find out. I hope not. And DN says Venom should have won, in my opinion. I can't click with Bridges. Yeah, understandable. Venom would have been a really cool winner, and would have been very welcome in the selection so far. Especially since the next country we're gonna talk about did not send a certain song. Terribly sorry, Denmark, but you're kind of starting to piss me off. Here's Denmark. I actually know that Freedom made the super final because Freedom also won the televote. Whoever was in this Danish jury, we need a talk. I mean, it's fine that Denmark sent "Breaking My Heart." They send whatever they want to. It's fine. I don't mind. But watching the performance of "Freedom" by Niklas Sonne, I mean, how can you not? How can you not go for that one? And then I started listening. Like I watched almost all of these performances, and they were good. Like the national final, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't really click with it at first, like the songs of it, but the more I listened to them, I liked them more. And then I saw them live. I saw Glansbyrede live, really great. Freedom live, really great. And Lie here was really great live as well. Those 3, my super final. I Was Gonna Marry Him, I really liked as a song. Didn't really convey in the live performance, I think. It fell a bit flat. Wasn't really too interesting going on the stage either. It was nice, like pretty backgrounds and everything, and I liked the color change at the key change at the end. But I would have probably wished for a little bit more like props and stuff on stage, and maybe some more incorporation with this whole nature sound that they're going for in that one. So I kind of just that one just kind of passed me by watching them live, if I'm going to be honest. But Breaking My Heart wasn't It wasn't bad in any sense like that. It's just so far away from my music, I don't find it interesting at all, and I didn't really care for the live performance either. And then we have Freedom, which I think is one of the most golden opportunities that any country has had in Eurovision so far. This would stand out so well in Eurovision. If it would have qualified, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't, you know. But it's a song within a genre that we never hear in Eurovision anymore. And when we hear it, we hear songs like Intention from Bulgaria last year, which are just not there. They're not on that level. Freedom is like the most well composed, vintage, like 80s banging hard rock song that I've heard in a Eurovision context. I don't even know how long ago. Like, it's just that song that I could show to my uncle and he would absolutely love it. Uh, if that's a good thing, I don't know, but that's kind of just the thing. Like, this song has an audience. This genre has an audience if it's performed well, and Freedom is standout in that regard. If it's not your type of music, completely fine. I mean, that's completely fine. I get that. It's not really my type of music either, but when it's well done and well performed, mainly, like this performance just knocked everything else out of the park. So enigmatic and engaging with the audience, just really brought everyone in, and just had this awesome vibe to it. It's like a rock concert within a song contest next to pop songs and stuff. I can't believe that they didn't go for it. The televote did, but the jury killed it. Glansbyede, which came third, I'm really happy to see that, honestly, the fact that Glansbyede made the super final, because that's really charming song. It has the wonderful sound from like early 2000s Scandinavian pop, I'd say. Has a great sound to it, and it was very well performed. I gotta say, I was really impressed with the vocal performance and like the charisma that Mickey had as well. He was great on stage. He sang it brilliantly, and the song just puts a smile on my face. I can listen to it at any time and just get happy. Um, and let's also cover Liye here because just one of these. I can't really draw the parallel with Salvador Sobral, but it's like the same approach for the performance. It's just him, a spotlight, and then the guitarist, of course. His style, I think it's really just well written, and the performance was out of this world beautiful. So those three. I don't know why Riley had to be a part of them. I don't really have anything against Riley, but I think that Denmark really missed an opportunity. My stream is lagging on my phone. I hope it's not lagging for you. Um, let's see. Uh, Catherine says Denmark shakes head. I used to love Denmark's songs so much. Yeah, I don't really know what position they came in, right? Just that they didn't make the top three. But yeah. Taya says, "Oh my God, Denmark frustrated me so much. Freedom was perfect live. It was, and was such a clear choice. It was. Would have sailed through to the final in May. Probably. I'd say so. Luca didn't like Freedom though. Sorry, Groot. Don't worry about it. You like they picked a different song, and I liked the other two songs in the super finals. So okay. Um, Breaking My Heart just really annoys me. I get that. Ivanek, Freedom is one of my favorite songs in NF season. I just love this type of music. His performance was awesome. I didn't watch this NF, so I have no comment on the live performances. You should check out Freedom. I really recommend it. And you should probably check out Liye here and Glansbyede too. The live performances of them, because I think they were great. Riley's live is terrible. It's 100% autotune. Yeah, unfortunate. Bear says Freedom was a really mess song, but its performance deserved it, to be honest. But Liye here would have been my first op in the odd. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Taya, I had Supernova and DMGP on simultaneously, and at one point the Danish performer and the Latvian host were wearing identical dresses. Okay, that's funny. I thought my brain was malfunctioning from so much ES. Yusuf and DN have some intimate thing going on here. DN, I like Breaking My Heart a lot, but it's simply my taste. I hear the repetitiveness of it too. Freedom would have been an interesting choice. Interesting for sure. Would have loved to see how that would have gone. Especially since, yeah, it's not really my thing either, but I loved Freedom because of the performance as well. Thought that just knocked it out of the park. Santi, welcome to the chat. Lovely to see you. Hope you're all good and back settled in with all of the schoolwork. Personally, fairly happy with Denmark's choice, even though all three finalists and Lee here was all pretty decent. Yeah, I agree. Those choices were decent. I don't care for Breaking My Heart, but I see the appeal of it. Yusuf says, "Oop." Okay. Katrine, I probably would have wanted Lia here or Freedom for Denmark. Shame really that they didn't go for either of those. I agree, 100%. Bluebell, Lia here made me tear up. Yeah, understandable. Bear says, I heard someone commenting that Lia here regarded too competent for Denmark, and that's such an accurate statement. Might be, yeah. And now a bunch of comments about connection issues and lagging. I hope that that's still not the case. I'm very sorry. I do have a very strong internet connection in my apartment, but I hope it's only like temporary. I hope it's still watchable. Terribly sorry about all of the issues that you may have watching this. DN, let's be honest, Denmark loves cute songs and always chooses them given the chance. At least that's the impression I get. Well, Higher Ground was chosen by Denmark, and that's not a cute song. It's just really good. Tibor, I usually hate the Danish entry. The last one I really cared for was Framals til Skien. Oh, that one's beautiful. But I think Breaking My Heart is cute. I'm so sorry you all don't like it. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I'm not going to be cheering for it, but he has to really impress me live in that case. Niels, my favorite in the selection where I Was Gonna Marry Him. I also love Lia here. Yeah, but did you like I Was Gonna Marry Him as much after seeing it live? It just kind of lost that impact for me, unfortunately. Mystic, Breaking My Heart is really not my cup of tea, but it was pretty good on stage. Don't know about the others though. Check out Freedom. Gabor, what made me not really care about this NF is that there were not many songs taking a risk. I mean, come on, Freedom. That's definitely a risk. And Lia here is pretty like out there as well, I'd say. Denmark, where are the higher ground areas? Yeah, of course, higher ground is its own thing. Freedom should have won though. Yeah, I agree. Yusuf, massive lag. Terribly sorry. Can't really help that. I can't help it. I'm sorry. My stream keeps buffering. Ugh. Now it's good. Okay. Once Denmark gets back to the level of Stemmen i mitt liv. Ah, I love that one. The backing vocals are so much fun in that one. Now it's good. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of like issues with connection. I guess it's coming back and forth. Terribly sorry about that. It was lagging really badly for a couple of minutes, but it's back now. It seems okay. I hope it'll stay like that. I mean, we're pretty far into the stream now. I think it's an hour and a half, and I've just been talking for an hour and a half. You thought I ramble in my videos? Watch me go live on YouTube. Yikes. Milos, Freedom was clear winner after seeing live performance. I didn't even listen to it before live. I agree. Yeah. I think that I Was Gonna Marry Him lives was still better than the one for Breaking My Heart. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, I Was Gonna Marry Him was good. It's just that I think live, just because of how good Freedom and Glansbeard and Lia here were, that I would just put them above. That would have been my super final here, those three songs, and then I would have wished for a win for Freedom. But yeah, I think that's kind of where we end on Denmark. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Oh, it's Romania. I didn't watch Romania. I've listened to the winner song now, of course. I don't have anything to say about Romania's selection. I'm terribly sorry, but let's cover it really fast. Please tell me what your favorite song from Romania's selection was. We can start with that. Well, I'll just say that GGT, fun song, fun performance. I like the approach of everything going on here. A bit surprised that it wasn't among the fan favorites before like heading into it, so I missed watching it. But I've watched it now. I've listened to it. I enjoyed it. And among the songs that I've listened to from the selection, it's probably among the best. And since it was performed quite well, I think, especially vocally, then I don't have any issues with it. Listen to Faralais, which came last, so I have no idea why I listened to that. I didn't like it either. Um, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how I can fix this. Okay, I'm terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. Romania is a no. Romania didn't even bother with Romania. Ah, okay. I skipped Romania entirely. Puppet was some people's favorite. Nice. Puppet was the clear winner. All right. DGT is by far the most overhated song this year. I think it's a brilliant song. Yeah, it's good. I don't think it's. I haven't. I don't really stick around with like what people think. Um, but if it's overhated, then that's unfortunate. I love DGT a lot. My winner of the selection. I also like Statues, Take You Home, and High Vino. Others are pretty meh for me. Happy that your favorite won then. The legends says someone watched Romanian selections live. Oh yeah, because there were so many to choose from. People in Eurovision world when the pop girl doesn't win, 2-star average on DGT. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's okay. All right. We all have different music styles and tastes, I guess. Also, by Clown Show, I was talking about TVR's production. They had so many issues. Ah, that's unfortunate. Sorry for everyone in Romania who had to deal with that. And everyone who decided to watch it live, I guess. I don't see the connection between statement "Make Love Not War" and the strippers in his performance. I think it's. I'm just speculating, like any man usually does. It's probably like, let's focus on something that isn't war. Not really sure if I would consider him being surrounded by strippers as love, but probably just kind of a way to make a statement that there are other things that you could be spending your time on, I guess. Not that I would kind of endorse anyone to be with strippers, but okay, we'll move on. It's a touchy subject, I'd say. Taya, the song is definitely overhated by the fans. This song is one of the couple of songs from Romanian selection that actually have something unique going on for them. I really like it. Yeah, it's unique. It stands out. We'll see how it goes in May. Don't worry about it, things happen. Yeah, but it sucks that it happens. I want this live to be like good for you to enjoy. It just sucks that it doesn't work at all times. Stuart, Romania went with their only choice in my opinion. Everything else was worse in every way. How was Puppet and blah 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 live? Because I thought those songs were pretty decent. So please tell me if they were live as well. I didn't have a single song I liked in the Romanian selection, and DGT was my least favorite in the selection as well. Well, sorry, Niels. That's well, my least favorite one in Croatia, so we're both feeling a little bit of that. Bluebell liked when TVR decided to play various Windows connection sounds over some poor girl's performance and then replaced the LEDs for a band with random test graphics. What the fuck? That sounds absurd. What? How do you play various Windows connection sounds over a girl's performance and replace the LEDs for a band with random test graphics? That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Imagine that happens in Eurovision. Like, oh, here comes Sweden. Oh, wait, we got window connection sounds being scattered around the song. I don't know why I took Sweden as an example. Regardless. Yeah, that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard regarding a selection Bluebell. I'm so sorry for Romania and these artists who also got like who had those issues. No. When the frames per second was like zero point 0.5 FPS on the YouTube stream. Oh, on the Romanian national final, they streamed it on YouTube and it was bad connection. Yikes. ESC George, hey Groot, what's up? Hello, George. The live stream is up. I don't know what else to say. I'm good. I hope you are too. Blah 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 was decent live. Blah 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 and Puppet were the best for me. Puppet, just Puppet. Okay. Both were performed quite well live. Vocals were good, and there were some dancers in both. Not sure about Puppet's lead. Then okay, I'm happy to hear that. I should watch these as well. I consider blah 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 live as good, but I think Romanians wanted to take the risk. Absolutely understandable. I encourage that. I think Puppet should have won. Blah 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 was alright, very ESC friendly, but I personally don't think Aledaida is nearly as engaging as, say, Eleni Ferreira or Tamta. Yeah, I mean that's you can't really compare, I guess, but I think this song was really it was fun listening to. I'd say that happened to Sweden in rehearsals last year, did it? I don't remember. I think I heard last year's shows was even worse. Yeah, but they had Yamame last year, and that song is good. Yuya says Puppet's chorus is a bit unbearable for me. Yeah, it's a bit on the repetitive side. The staging was just an image of a puppet followed by an image of a puppet on the back LED. Okay. Puppet was okay live, but the staging wasn't very persuasive and the clothing style was a bit confused. Okay. Selecția Națională was a hot mess. I gave up watching it after 5 minutes. I'm sorry to hear that. This NF is definitely a reflection of how little TVR cares about Eurovision. WRS's result was almost entirely thanks to WRS himself. Well, for sure. I mean, he was fantastic on stage as well, and had a really banging song. I love that. For me, GGT will impress in Liverpool. Might happen. We'll see. It's a song that could definitely win over a lot of people. Something not mentioned was the part where TVR wasted 30 minutes trying to give away 5. And no one was answering their phones when TVR called them. Now this is just sad. I'm sorry. Okay. Gary, Eleni Ferreira's final boss. No one could match her stage presence. Maybe. I'll have to think. Let's leave Romania. I'm sorry. I don't have too much interest in it. Malta. I have even less interest in this. Sorry, Malta, but I've only heard one song in the selection. Dance, Our Own Party, which I think is a lot of fun. And they won by quite a margin over Ryan Healy. So there's that. Tell me, what song should have won in Malta? I'll be keeping a look on the chat. I think they picked a good song. Televote definitely thought this one was the one to go for. The jury liked Matt Black with Up, but then had Dance as their second place, tied with Ryan Healy. So the televote really just got to decide this one, and that's always a good sign when the televote gets to choose what song they go for. Looking at you, Denmark. Okay, let's see. Sean says, and the person who picked up the phone was asked what country is Eurovision taking place in, and they replied Liverpool. Okay. Katrina says Malta is boring. No, it's not boring. The song they chose, I think it's fun. The Busker are my favorite song in ESC so far. See, Random likes it. Yes, please, let's leave and never come back. Is that about the Romanian selection? I want Romania to kind of like come back with selections that really just match what they can do, because Romania have so many incredible songs in Eurovision. Really. For me, the best was Brooks Checkmate. Where did that finish? 5th. Okay. You don't need to hear the rest from Malta. Okay. Malta's vocals are bad. The fan favorite beforehand was Checkmate. Checkmate was big favorite before the show. Unless you're a masochist. Okay. Also didn't care for Checkmate. Okay. Malta definitely chose... Let's see. Malta definitely chose the best song. Other than that, MESC was just full of Melfest rejects or extremely messy songs. Okay. I love Dance Our Own Party. It was definitely a deserved winner. But my favorite is Lehen Fit. Where's that? Shame It NQ'd. So, wait, there was a pre-selection round for this? I don't know. I don't know that song though, and I can't find it on the screen either. Or am I blind? I don't think I'm blind. And Niels didn't like a single song in the multi-selection, which isn't great considering there were like 40 songs. Okay, so there was a pre-qualification round, which I can't find anything about. Also skipped Malta. Oh wait, JH3, Malta did have some okay songs. In the Silence, Ikukar, I Depend on You, Try to Be Better. I Depend on You, I see here at the bottom. Ikukar, 10th, Try to Be Better, 8th. And that's Fabrizio Faniello. Isn't that the guy who's been in twice? Or am I mixing him up with someone else? And In the Silence would... Oh, that was finished second. Okay, I should check that one out. And Checkmate, I guess. I also skipped Malta, but Dance is very fun, and I'm glad they picked it. Same. I'm glad they picked it. They have one good song out of like 40, 39. One dude got disqualified for social media posting. How do you get disqualified for social media posting? Did he reveal his song early, or... Aiden being disqualified, then threatening to sue the broadcaster, then being invited as an interval act in the epitome of... What? I have no idea. What's going on down there? Okay. I guess I'll have to read up on that. Sounds absurd. Almost as absurd as the Windows connection sounds in Romania. I like Malta's choice more than I expected. I also didn't listen to any songs beforehand. The song only works live though. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think it's on Spotify yet though, but yeah, it's good live. To me, Checkmate is overrated, and I don't think it would have stood out much in Eurovision. Just barely making the top 5 surprised me though. Thought it'd be at least second. Oh, yeah. Should listen to that. This is Malta's best choice. They have the potential to qualify, but watch out for Epic Sax guy from Moldova. He's in the same semifinal. Oh. They're back in Moldova. Okay, we'll see. Lucas says there were 3 rounds of selection. Okay, there were semi and even quarterfinals for for this with capital letters from Milos. Okay. Nightmare in Beige. Maltese NF was too much for me. Too many heats and semis with boring radio songs. Winning song is fine, but I don't think it's memorable enough. Yeah, I didn't really stick around for it either because it was just too much and too much happened on the same week as well. Bear says Malta had like 3 heats with 4. Okay, yeah, I got how many songs they have now. Thank you all for the info. Katrine says Malta started with 40 songs and they disqualified the fan favorite. That's pretty funny. Okay. Checkmate would have done well with juries in the semis, in my opinion. Yeah, but juries aren't in the semis anymore, right? Matt Black winning the jury vote surprised quite some fans. His entry doesn't scream jury favorite, but neither did Mama's shit. Yeah, yeah, true. Disqualified fan favorite Aidan because he went on interviews to promote his song. Uh-huh. Aren't people allowed to promote their songs? Summer Night or something. I think I still got some knowledge in my head here. The Buskers' lead singer is so charismatic and the whole group is insanely likable. I agree. The song doesn't have much depth, but the performance won me over. Watch them qualifying. They might. They might. I would not be surprised and I would be really happy for them. Yeah, a lot of talk about Fabrizio Faniello here. Aidan was the guy who was disqualified for social media posting, promoting his song on Instagram. Then he threatened to sue the broadcaster. When you're choosing the next national finals to cover, please prioritize Serbia. I can't do that because Lithuania is this week. I have to prioritize Lithuania, but I'll keep that in mind. Sunstroke isn't necessarily back in Moldova. They still have to win their national final. Yeah. The broadcaster told him, if you sue, you will never participate again. Wow. And he somehow was an interval act in the final. Insane. Malta's NF has a rule stating that contestants can't promote their songs during the contest to promote them all having an equal chance or something like that. I think that's actually pretty fair. I mean, that's a good rule. Yeah, good on you, Malta. Actually, I like that. Okay. Oh wow, we're actually I've been talking for almost 2 hours now, and we're gonna end with some Melodifestivalen. Here we go. Okay, so how many people watch Melodifestivalen? Hand up, or I can't see your hands, but I don't think many people probably watched it because there was so much else going on. I didn't watch it, but I watched it on like Sunday afternoon or something, and I just had it on in the background, and I watched it, and I checked out the songs, and I thought that this semifinal was much, much better than the first. The first was without a doubt one of the worst I've seen, I think. Uh, but this one I liked the songs way more in. Not to say that this is like a strong Melfest heat compared to so many others, but it's better than the last one. So that was something. We sent "Never Give Up" by Maria Sur to the final, which wasn't probably that surprising. Nice little power ballad. I think it has like a nice tone to it. It's pretty effective. A bit empty on the staging wise. I don't think it's that like it doesn't give me winner vibes if we say it like that. But it's well sung. It's a nice little ballad, and it has some power in it. So it will probably be up there. But I think probably so far I would say that Jon Henrik Fjellgren has the is probably what I would consider to be the main favorite so far. However, the song that I am all about right now is called "On My Way" by Panetos. This one brought a huge smile on my face. I was so happy throughout the entire 3 minutes of this. They're fantastic on stage. They have so much charisma and energy, and the song has a killer hook. Like this song just hit me like a. It's not like a dagger in the heart because that doesn't work, but it just hit me. It overwhelmed me by how much fun it was and how upbeat and just energetic, happy, great melody to the chorus. So sing along friendly, so inviting and heartwarming. Just loved it. So happy they made the final. Seriously. And this far, it's my favorite song in Melfest 2023 by far, like a massive margin. This is the one that I'm really excited about, and I hope that people will just start liking it more and more, and that it can actually be a contender. But I'm not expecting that. Then Tios came in third. Don't really care about this one. It was very professionally put together. Nice performance to it. Everything was just very polished and done well. It's just that I don't really care about either Tios or his songs. I think they're very um, middle of the road, kind of uninteresting. But he's a good performer, and it was well staged. And so he went to the semifinal along with Tennessee Tears, which I guess was the big exclamation mark here. And I'm really, really happy for them. I do like some country music. Um, I'm not overly fond of it, but because I think a lot of it sounds very similar to each other, and this one is kind of in the same category, I guess. But it had a really nice performance. I thought they sang it really, really well. I thought it had a hook that actually had some energy to it. It actually stuck with me, and I can go around humming along to it. And I love just, I mean, in this variation that everything kind of like what you have in Melodifestivalen, and everything that stands out a little bit is always just appreciated by me. And I think this one fits just right. You see, it gets its fair share of points from the older age categories here, which I'm quite fond of. That this one really speaks to certain people, and I think it's just a nice radio friendly song with a pretty decent hook, and it was really well performed live. I think. Staging was a bit flat, maybe, but I mean, it's always just this incorporation of the band. It created some warmth in that, and the light show behind them. It was nice. I think it's very well deserved that they went through. And it was probably maybe my third favorite from this semi. I don't know. Panetos was far ahead for me, but then maybe I don't know. Victoria, I was a bit disappointed by her. She's a pro on stage, but the song was a bit too much on the repetitive side. It's a nice little radio friendly song, but too uninteresting, too uninspired, not really showcasing the creativity and playfulness that some of her other songs have done. My favorite effort by her is definitely Not With Me, which I think was a beautiful ballad with one of the most beautiful live performances as well. This one was a disappointing comeback, in my opinion. And then we have Grytan by Uje Brandelius, which probably had the best like staging, I'd say. Really nice, just storytelling in that sense. It's a song about a freaking what do you call it? Like what do you call it? Even a grytan, like a stew that you cook. So it's kind of, but it still just has this little lovely tone in it. It's very harmless in that sense. I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent, but it's not a song that would make any noise within either Melfest and definitely not Eurovision. But it was charming. I thought it was pretty cute. And Comfortable, unfortunately, by Eden here. Not that Eden, another one. And yeah, it was actually really pretty, like songwriting wise, but never really got going. It never really kicked in, and I think it was pretty flat, in all honesty. Performance felt a bit intimate and everything, and there wasn't anything wrong with it. It was just that it didn't stand out in that sense. But it had a nice little tone to it, so I have nothing against it. And there was nothing that I really disliked in this semi, I gotta say. So that's a step up. Let's see what all of you think. There's a lot of people who actually have something to say about Melfest. Wow. Pavel and Katrine watched it, and Katrine asks Sweden, what is happening? I don't know. Pasha has to win in Moldova. Come on, I don't know. I don't know that. Pavel, but on Sunday from the rewatch, same as me then. Sean didn't watch it. Luca watched the performances. Gary did not because wasn't interested in any of the songs. Okay. It's always the most random national finals with the most absurd happenings. Yeah, pretty much. Random says Melfest sucks this year. None of the songs have interested me at all. Panetto's really got me going, I gotta say. Gary will watch semi 4 for Loreen. We all will, for sure. JH3 haven't followed Melfest much, but I have not heard good things. No, it's been very pessimistic, like the what people say about it so far. Bluebell watched the VOD, but not live for obvious reasons. Yeah, understandable. Milos says it will be between Maria versus Loreen to win Melfest. I could see that. Maybe Jon Henrik could put himself in that category. I've heard good things about, or maybe not good things, but People say that Marcus and Martinez from the next semi will be up there, but we'll find out when we hear the songs. The only song from Melfest this year that I like so far would be Grytan. Yeah, it definitely stands out. Taya feels bad for Maria Sur. If they wanted to highlight her story and struggles, they could have given a stronger song, and now she's just come to receive unnecessary hate. Absolutely, the lyrical content in this song is absolutely very underwhelming, and I'm kind of sad that she has to sing about standing in the rain and feeling pain. It's not deserved. But yeah, she gets to show off some really strong vocals. So, but yeah, the song is not what she probably would have deserved. Pavel is sad for Eden. I found the song really cute and good. Yeah, it was cute. It was solid. It's just that I don't think it was really that much better than anything else in the semi. Sean says it feels like Loreen is gonna run away with the victory. That's what I said about statements, and look how that went. Luca Cortabaria, Never Give Up is just okay for me. Never Give Up, oh yeah, Maria Sur song. Panetos are great though, so happy for them. Nice to hear, I am too. Katrine hopes that Loreen or Marcus or Martinez will bring something super strong for Sweden to Sam. Yeah, Katrine, you were Norwegian, weren't you? So of course you want Marcus and Martinez to win. Random. Panetos is my favorite so far, but their first two Melfest songs were so much better. On My Way is just a high 6 out of 10. No, I disagree. I love Hålla mig hårt. I think that one's super catchy. I think this one is better than Efter Solsken though. And I think this one probably is my favorite by them. It makes me so happy. I think it's so great. Ruben says you all did Victoria so wrong. Victoria did herself wrong when she decided to compete with this song. I could understand if she went to the second chance, but I don't think this song is strong enough to really match her previous efforts, if I'm going to be honest. From what I've heard of the songs, I think the contest will come down to Loreen and John Henrik. That would have been like my prediction going into everything, but John Henrik has not received that much of like a massive hype after performing, but we'll see. Pavel roots for Loreen. Is semifinal same as Andra Chansen? Sorry, I haven't followed Melody. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. They changed the name from Andra Chansen to semifinal for whatever reason. I don't know why. I still call the heats semis, and it's just really confusing. But okay, this was the second heat from Melodifestivalen. Maybe that's clearer. I don't know. Gabor Groot, what do you think about John Henrik's previous entries? I think he would have been the best thing ever happened to Sweden. Maybe not now. I think in 2017 we should have sent, since Statements wasn't in the final, we should have sent Jon Henrik. Absolutely. Uh, there's something about Jon Henrik though that people kind of complain that when we don't send him, we don't embrace our culture or whatever they say. But I mean, it's kind of like people need to realize that Swedish culture is not the same as Sami culture. So I always get a bit pissed off when I see that. But I'm not saying anyone here is guilty of that, but we really need to start considering the fact that Swedish culture is usually not appreciated when it's represented in Melodifestivalen, because then the fan people online all just say, "Oh, this qualified over this, and it should never have." And then we feel like, yeah, but you want the Swedish culture songs to be represented, and now you don't want them. It's a mess. But yeah, 2017, I would have wished for Jon Henrik. Did not care for Nordsken. I think the melody was completely stolen from Maxwell and Ingrosso, so I would never support that. And in 2015, we sent Mons, which had a brilliant song and a brilliant staging. So, but in 2017, I'd say. Lucas says, surprised the Yeehaw song qualified for me. It was nice, but not great. What's the Yeehaw song? Is that Tennessee Tears? Okay. Cool, Brad. You should really get a haircut. You're starting to look like my father. Thank you. I'm getting a haircut soon. Yeah, I know. It's massively long. And it's massively thick as well. That's probably the main issue. Benny says Maria Sur has overtaken Loreen in the odds today. I wonder if that'll change once we know more about Tattoo. Curious about how much the televote and jurors will agree in the final. Yeah, there's a lot of hype around Maria Sur right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we went for it, but I don't want it. Yeah. Luca, Victoria disappointed me too, but I still think she deserved to qualify. Yeah, maybe. Victoria went from winning 3 heats to a straight NQ. Oof. Yeah, not a good run. I wonder if she will regret returning. We'll see. Milos, Maria Sur is odds-on favorite right now to win. Yuyu says not the XO Eden. No, not that Eden. If that Eden would show up in in Melfest, well, yeah, that would be something. He's a great guy, trust me. Um, uh, Now that Eden would tear up Melfest if he was Swedish. Maybe his last album wasn't as good as the previous ones, but yeah, if he would have sent something like Stardust or Circles or EXO or Drugs or well, there's so many songs that he could have sent, and I would just vote like crazy for him. DN Melfest seems to downgrade year after year, in my opinion. I feel like I always say that, but then when I look back, I don't agree with it. We'll see. We'll see when we have everything afterwards. Katrine, double Norwegian in semi one. I'm all for it. Maybe. Depends on how good their song is. Gary, Tattoo appears to be much more Melodifestivalen friendly song than Statements. Loreen knows her risk didn't pay off. She doesn't want to repeat her mistake. Maybe. We'll see when we hear the song. 2017 was Jon Henrik's best effort to win. I agree. And deltävling has to be one of the funniest words to say. Deltävling. Doesn't sound funny to me, but if it does to you, that's cool. Should we call it an ending there? Gabor asked where everyone is from. Is everybody European even? We had a Singaporean earlier on. I think we've had some Americans in the chat. You all can respond to Gabor what he to his question. Personally, I'm from Sweden. JH3 is from America. But I think there's nothing else to talk about because I haven't heard the Lithuanian songs. So, as you said in the chat, Poland announced the songs tomorrow. Lithuania picks a song on Saturday. Iceland will get going. We'll have a song from France very soon. And then we have Finland. Ooh, Finland, Finland, Finland. So what are we cheering for in Finland? Cha-cha-cha, Yli Voimanen, Hoidamut, Something to Lose. Those are probably my four. Let's vote in the poll. Let's. Everyone is cha cha cha, so let's go Yli Voimainen. Those are my two. All right. I think cha 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 will probably win that unless the performance isn't really what it should be. But yeah, we'll see what happens in Finland. Apparently 75% televoting, which is always nice. So Denmark should take that concept with them as well. But yeah. Should we call it quits there? Thank you so much for sticking around for this live. 41 people right now. Absolutely incredible. Asuto's still here. Okay, cool. England, Norwegian, another Singaporean. Hello. German and Dutch, I know. That's the general opinion on Maria Sur and her winning in Sweden. I don't know. I haven't talked about Melodifestivalen to any Swedish people, but I think a lot of people will be very skeptical, and people will just be kind of saddened by the fact that she will probably get more attention being from Ukraine than she will for her voice and her song, which is kind of just very unfortunate. Especially since they kind of played on that when announcing the song, and the lyrics kind of are about the war. I think it's like done with the wrong approach here. Serbian in Taiwan here. That's a mix. Lovely to hear. I want to visit Taiwan one day so much. So much. It was fun. Missed most of it, but it was still really enjoyable. Thank you. Nice to hear. Cha-cha-cha will for sure be my ESC winner. Cheering for cha-cha-cha and Hoidamut. Cha-cha-cha needs to win. Cha-cha-cha for the win. Everyone cha-cha-cha. A little bit of Yli Voimainen. Some Portion Boys. Stuart says, I'm happy that you're devoting all this time to the NFs this year. Clearly lots of people appreciate your insight, so thank you for connecting with us. My pleasure. It's been a blast. It's been stressful, but it's also been a blast. Thank you for streaming. This was really fun. Happy to hear that. When will you be doing this again? I don't know. We'll see. Nils has 3 winners, Cha-Cha-Cha, Hoiramut, and Sama Taivasta Katsutan. Nice combination there of songs. Gabor is from Hungary. Don't even ask. Oh yeah, yeah. We miss you in Eurovision. Kedveshem is like top tier everything for me. Taya, thank you for an awesome stream. Hope it's not a one-time occasion. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully not. Daniel, would you rather have me say North Belgian instead of Dutch? Absolutely. What even is Netherlands, right? North Belgium. Pavel, it was fun 2 hours. Yeah, you're probably here for all of the 2 hours, Pavel. Insane. It's insane that someone spent their evening just like I did now, just talking for 2 hours. Tibor, thank you. Have a nice evening. You too. This was some fun. Thanks for the stream. Thank you everyone for sticking around. 40 plus people. Sometimes I think we were over 50. It's just insane. Thank you so much. I expected like one person to maybe join in at some point, and I'll just be sitting here talking about my opinions, and then people could watch it afterwards. You actually all came out